Let's face it, if you have no emotions, you are not really alive. You're either dead or dead inside, and well, neither of those is optimal if you want to actually live a good and mature life. The key is not to turn off your emotions, but rather it's about healthy emotional control mixed with emotional maturity or high emotional intelligence. And well, high emotional intelligence probably feels illegal in the world where pretty much everyone is constantly manipulated by their emotions. I'm still not emotionally mature, but I know a few ways that can help anyone become better with their emotions almost instantly. Here I will give you one of these methods, and you don't need to become a monk or to meditate 10 hours every day to make it work. I mean, even I'm capable of applying this method, so it's not very complicated. Let's get it. First off, if you have more than 10 IQ, you probably know that all emotions were made in a good purpose. Even the negative emotions are here to help us. Without anger, we'll be too passive. Without fear, mankind would probably die off because of stupidity. Well, some call it bravery. And without the feeling of deficiency or dissatisfaction, we wouldn't remember about the fact that we need to eat and drink to survive. So it wouldn't be very optimal for our survival if we could just turn off all our emotions. That's some basic knowledge. Now we get to the good stuff. One of the keys to emotional mastery is your self-awareness. Self-awareness is something that's very easy to talk about, but still, most people are incapable of actually practicing it. It's about being in the present, about being mindful. But wait a moment. When people talk about being mindful, they usually talk about being mindful of your surroundings, and it's great, but it doesn't teach you much about emotions. What almost no one talks about is being mindful of what you feel. That's the big secret. Emotional awareness. I'm talking about the ability to simply stop running on autopilot and actually try to logically grasp what you're currently feeling. I'm talking about being present with your emotions. Try to look at them logically and try to name them. You can try it now if you want to. What is the thing that you're currently feeling at this moment? Try to look at yourself and name your emotion. That's why I mentioned meditation. It helps you focus on the present, but it isn't the main thing to teach you emotional awareness. Even a couple minutes a day can give you amazing self-awareness. But if you want to focus on emotional awareness, well, you probably need more specificity. Classic meditation is great, but when it comes to emotions, instead of meditating for hours daily, from time to time during everyday activities, focus on what you're feeling at the moment. It's like mini meditation. Of course, topic like emotional maturity is much more broad. There are also things like your mindset or empathy, but emotional awareness is still something that can basically skyrocket your current emotional maturity. When you become good at it, at some moments even your most overwhelming emotions stop being so intense, because you start looking at them logically. When you notice and name your emotions, they immediately stop having so much power over you, because you get over them. They are only a part of your mind, and they never are the entirety of your mind. Even under the most intense emotions, if you try hard to grasp them, you can still make your logic indifferent to them. When you really focus on what you're feeling at the moment, you literally see it more as a guest in your head, while your logical thinking is the one who rightfully owns your mind. Oh, and if you like the video, it should also seem logical to you to subscribe to my channel, or at least like the video. I appreciate it, thanks a lot. Here's a bonus, use emotion wheels. I've talked about them a lot on my channel, but never really used them too much. I'm probably gonna try to experiment with them, because I genuinely think that they can help you name your emotions more accurately, and maybe even acknowledge some of the hidden emotions inside of you. I'll try to see if it works for me, and you can do the same if you want to. Of course, I am not an expert, nor a scientist. My videos aren't purely scientific, and I myself am not very experienced. I've talked about the importance of emotional awareness in many of my previous videos, but, well, I never really took it seriously. I just want to be honest about it. Only recently, I tried to actually seriously apply it to my life, and what can I say? It actually works, but you gotta be determined, because it's really hard sometimes to stick to it. Don't get discouraged if you sometimes forget to have moments of analyzing your emotions during the day. I often forget as well. The key is learning consistency. And also, know that no matter how many techniques you use, we are still only human, and it's likely impossible to perfectly control everything we feel. I myself often am pretty emotional, to be honest, so don't stress about it too much. And for the fellow Christians watching this, our emotional maturity is what makes us human. Animals are capable of hiding their emotions, but only we as humans have been blessed with full control. God made us stronger than our emotions. It's only my view on the world, so take it with a grain of salt. In my opinion, intense negative emotions are the enemy of our free will, because when we are under their influence, we don't think, we follow our instincts. Well, actually that's what animals do. We've been made in the image of God. Treat self-awareness and free will as gifts from God, and give Him thanks for the fact that He gave you so much power over your mind. Amen. And to everyone watching this, what I want you to remember is practice emotional awareness and learn to name your feelings. And you gotta be serious about it, because seriously, it's hard sometimes. It depends only on you if you keep being consistent or not. In the end, our emotional maturity is one of the things that differentiates us from animals. You want to be a man or an animal? The choice is yours. And if you want to learn something just as powerful for your emotions, I think this video is for you. It's about stoicism for regular dudes. You don't need to be a philosopher to actually be smart and live a good life. Thanks for your time. Growth is our duty. Bye.